If you're visiting pornographic websites, you are opening yourself to demons. How? In the Old Testament, God forbade his children from looking at the nakedness of others.
Hello there. I know by the grace of God, you are fine. What you think is what you become. And what you let your mind to absorb is how you demonstrate your behavior. I want you to be very careful about the things we watch online. 80% of things that is online is porn. You have to protect your sanity. You have to protect who you are. You have to let yourself know that you have the do's and don'ts. I'm not trying to impose to you what to do with your life. In my own suggestion and my own contribution, I want you to be very careful because the things we watch have influence in our life, and what we listen have drastically influenced also in our lives. So we need to be very careful as we Christians and unbeliever or any person who is watching me right now. Be very careful and protect your sanity. I'm going to let you watch a quick video from Pastor Chris and also Prophet Uebert. They were trying to let us understand the way our thoughts are made, and they warn us about pornography and things that is not willing for us to grow. So without no wasting my time, let's pay attention and listen to Pastor Chris and also Prophet Uebert.
Don't envy godless men. They may be rich, influential. Don't even enjoy their company. Sometimes people like to identify with some big names. As a young person, it didn't matter to me who they were and what they had. As far as they were not Christians, it didn't matter to me who they were. I was still very young when I came across these verses in the book of Proverbs and Ecclesiastes. For example, where do you get your music from? As long as they're connected to demonic inspiration, you're inviting demons into your life. It won't take long before you start experiencing demonic influences in your dreams. Your thoughts will soon become dirty. You will start finding bad thoughts, either fear or thoughts of sexual nature, until you find that you are unable to read, to study, to even sleep without those thoughts filling your mind. How did you get them? You yielded yourself to the influence of godless men. Through music, through dance. And if you're visiting pornographic websites, you are opening yourself to demons. How? In the Old Testament, God forbade his children from looking at the nakedness of others. So pornography is not acceptable to God. You open yourself to demons. It's as fast as you snap your finger. How does Christ come into the heart of a man? When you believe in Jesus Christ, he comes into your heart. You don't see the process. All you do is you open your spirit to God, the Lordship of Jesus Christ, and bam, that's it. The light of God has come into your heart. The same process. You open those things that the demons have inspired. Once your heart goes out to them, that's it. You have demons following you and influencing you and making suggestions to you until they get into your mind as you continue such things and they start controlling you. How do you know you've come to the level of the control of demons? Number one, you will find anger, extreme anger. You start reacting sharply and angrily to correction, and that leads to hatred. These things are not consistent with Christians. But once you start having the influence of demons, they start coming in. And if that is allowed to continue, it gets worse. You want to see your own life have amazing results in a consistent way. Do these things that I'm telling you, and push down all those other ones that have no true results.
Do you understand most divorces are caused by pornography? Okay, you say, you're not getting me at all. You say, I can tell you're not even getting it. Let me explain, because you don't understand what I'm trying to say. So this one is so important. So you wonder what is happening. There is a thing called dopamine, which is outside for layman's terms, which what can I say to them? Is something released as a reward system for reaching a certain level. So listen to this. I'm using layman's terms. I used to hear, oh, we can go home. So the lower part, the lower brain of a man cannot distinguish between a real picture and reality. No, they didn't get it. Now I'm talking to men now. So you women are saying, he opposes women. No, here I'm on men now. So the lower brain of the man cannot distinguish between reality and fiction. You can tell I'm looking at a pornographic picture, but the brain doesn't operate like that. The brain says this is reality. Nah, you're not getting me at all. So it pushes the images, it pushes everything up, and the upper brain releases dopamine. Now you are in a mode of handing, I'm feeling good, let's do this. Then when you do it, guess what? When you do it, whether you are on a masturbation spree or whatever you're doing, guess what happens? The brain cells responsible for dopamine are deactivated. Some of them are fried. So you kill them bit by bit. So you go to another picture and it pushes dopamine up. The producers of dopamine, some die. Because now you need another dose. The next time you come in, it receives receptors. They start developing other receptors to try and put a pattern that now we need more gratification now. We need more gratification. Do you know what you're doing now? You now need, let's say you produce 10% dopamine as a reward for what you are seeing and enjoying. Next time you come, it requires 50. Because what? The other receptors are dead. So it requires more cooperation now. So it keeps on dying until a real woman that you love is no longer attractive. Oh no, they didn't get it. Because on pornography you can find the one with a big body, with a slim, short, big, tall. You can do whatever you want with a woman. They're not getting me, so I will go home. Now I'm preaching to men right here. So you can think you no longer love your wife. You can think your wife is no longer romantic. I know I use the word romantic in a different way than the word romantic. You can think you're no longer romantic or she's no longer as good as she used to be. No, check what you've been watching. It is the same thing. If you look at the rate of people that are addicted to masturbation, you realize something. Now, when you are in a masturbation mode, you are using all kinds of pictures in your head. Even women are involved. They do the same. You use this man with a 6-pack, today with an 8-pack, tomorrow with a 12. You can chisel 29 packs if you want. The brain will help you create that man. Guess what? The moment you finish, you wait. It loads again. And you go like, let's look for another one. Let me give you what they did, a result of scientific research. They used the rat. I know they didn't use a man, but I'm using that rat. They used the rat, they put a rat in a cage and put one female rat. They met. And immediately, like all other men here, no more men here, immediately the rat retreated in a corner and stayed. It was done with the sex issue. Done for those minutes. Done. The woman, on the other hand, they took that woman, put in a cage with another rat that was already retreating, saying, I don't need it anymore. Rushed immediately. Then they took another new female rat, and put in this one that was like, I'm not doing it. Ran immediately to that one. And they realized the more they did it, the scientists said it was going to keep enjoying it until it died enjoying it. But with its own female, one female, it only did it once and went in the corner, retreated, it was done. Then they put another one, dopamine. So that's exactly what pornography does. Boom, one comes in. Whoa, you're done. Then, little bit, it needs to be rewarded again. You go in, until every woman doesn't make sense anymore. Until every man you are watching never makes sense now. So now, when you meet them and you have sex with them, they don't meet your expectation that you dreamt in your brain. So guess what happens? You kill them. They're not getting me at all. Do you understand? The highest murders in America were committed in the states that have the highest sales of pornographic material. When you see this, I'm explaining from a scientific view. But understand something here. There is a certain level of godlessness, a certain level of a goddess called Teraphim that is actually responsible for what you watch. What is a married man and a married woman doing watching pornographic video? 70 Shades of Blue. No, it has nothing to do with. I read the thing, the synopsis from this thing that they put in it. I'm like, you want me to do what? To accept that this is a Christian movie just because you say it wasn't like, oh, they say, no, you don't understand, prophet. It's not like that. Why would I need 70 shades of gray? There is one gray.
Spoken and they've given out their own utterances, their own understanding of what they've said. Let's stick to what they said. It really makes sense. Let's add it to our lives and let's protect our sanity. Let's protect the way we behave and let's know that we are believers. Our life have to attract people so that they can accept Jesus Christ as their Lord and personal Savior. If you now accepted Jesus Christ as your Lord and personal Savior, please accept Christ because there's no time. Tomorrow is never promised. You can die today. And the Bible has made us understood that after death, there is judgment. I'm not putting fear into you. It's a choice that you have to make for your soul. Thank you very much for watching this video. And I'll see you another time.